All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the NSE Virtual Fair Study Abroad. My name is Marge Collins. I am the Assistant Director of the Office of Multicultural Affairs and Accessibility in Brookings, South Dakota, at South Dakota State University. And so I have some guests with me today. I have my kids with me. But this virtual fair will also be recorded. So if you want to go back and see any of these sessions, you can go to the NSE org website and view those sessions right after this one too later in the week. Today, each campus will give a brief overview of themselves and the institution. And then afterwards, you'll be able to go into breakout rooms and ask various questions to each university that is with us today. And so while you're waiting, or maybe afterwards too, if you could go to NSE_exchange and follow us on Instagram and in our social media, that would be great. Sorry, I don't know if I can. Sorry, David, I think I'm just having a little bit of an issue trying to move to the next slide. David, will you be able to move to the next?
You know what? Because you're sharing your screen, I'm not
That's
able
right.
to.
I'm not seeing an arrow.
Click this, just click the space bar, see if that advances.
There we go. Okay. And so just as I mentioned, in today's session, we'll go over some introductions and then some just general information on NSE. And then we'll go through campus intros and then into the breakout sessions. A little bit about NSE again, the mission, the National Student Exchange inspires academic enrichment and personal exploration and student development by facilitating accessible collegiate study away among member colleges and universities throughout the United States, Canada, Guam, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. We value diversity, open-mindedness, and a cross-cultural engagement, fostering learning, understanding, respect, and a sense of community among all people. We believe that adding a collegiate study away experience enhances education and enriches student growth. So just a little bit about NSE and just a little bit more detailed information about NSE.
Sorry, Marge, I'm going to jump in. We're not actually seeing you advance the screen, the
Oh,
slides. Do you mind sharing the presentation with me, either via email or in the chat, and I can run it from my side?
yep. Sorry. It moved that way. Can you see it?
Still not moving, no.
Okay.
Technical difficulties here. There we go.
Okay. Are you able to see it in presentation mode or just in?
Just see the slide. Do you want to try go up to slideshow in the navigation bar?
Um, sorry, this record is not moving. Oh, there we go. So,
And then from current slide, maybe. I'd go two left. There we go. From current slide.
from current slide. You see it now? The mission and
Yep.
values?
Yep.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
It switched slides?
Yep.
Okay. So sorry. So again, just a little bit more information about NSE. There's 175 campuses students can choose from that you can choose from. Again, US, Canada, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the US Virgin Islands. One great thing about NSE is the number of majors that you can select from. And so again, what you want to do with your coordinator is look at each individual school and check out some of the limitations, restrictions, and potential closed programs. If you do find a program that suits you, this is where you'll want to work with your coordinator and your academic advisor to look at classes and make sure those courses align with your program so you still stay on your track. Students, fall of 25 and spring of 26, applications will be considered after March 10th, 2025, and you can contact NSE headquarters for more information on this. Again, why exchange? You can grow academically, professionally, and I think one thing is personally is one of the biggest factors with it too. And there's, again, a lot of opportunities throughout this program. And then how to pay for the NSC exchange. So there's a couple options. One is home pay, meaning you will pay your home institution fees and tuition. And then there's also host pay, which is in-state resident tuition fees. And you'll want to work with your coordinator again at your institution in the financial aid office, because financial aid and scholarships should be able to work with the exchange that you are on. All right.
All right, I guess this is my cue to dive in. Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Guzowski, and I work as the Exchange Programs Coordinator at the University of Alberta. The University of Alberta is a top 4 Canadian university and is considered one of the top 100 universities in the world. Our main campus is located in Edmonton, which is one of the northernmost major cities in the world and comprises about 150 buildings covering 50 city blocks nestled on the south bank of the North Saskatchewan River. We're currently home to a population of approximately 40,000 students, about 7,000 of whom are international students from 156 different countries. Next slide, please.
Is it? When it's
Yep.
not. Oh,
Yep.
go. Okay.
Next slide.
Is it not moving? Oh
No.
gosh.
That's okay. I can keep going from this point. So the next slide shows you what I view are the top 7 reasons for an exchange at the University of Alberta. So reason number 1 is that there's lots to study. You can come here and study almost everything from anthropology to zoology, and we offer a lot of options to help you get the transfer credit you might be looking for. Reason number 2 is campus community. We have over 450 student clubs and groups, combined with a very active students union, which all means that there are countless opportunities to get involved. Reason number 3 is that we're a center of culture and entertainment. Edmonton is the capital of Canada's province of Alberta and has many highlights. The exciting new Ice District is home to a new arena where you can check out sports and concerts from major international artists like Kanye West and Beyonce. And nearby, the Art Gallery of Alberta and Royal Alberta Museum offer more contemplative outings. Reason number 4 is that we're safe and secure. Edmonton is one of the safest major urban areas in the world, and you can head out without worry or hesitation. Reason number 5 is that we offer a modest cost of living. Edmonton offers a very reasonable cost of living compared to other major Canadian cities. We have everything you need. Edmonton has many stores and shopping centers. The West Edmonton Mall is the largest mall in North America, offering many major international brands. And finally, reason number 7 is that we're close to beautiful sites. Some of the world's most beautiful places are in Alberta. The world-famous Banff and Jasper National Parks, for example, are among the 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites in the province. So I invite you all to please consider an exchange at my school, the University of Alberta. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Melanie. I am the incoming mobility advisor at Université du Québec à Montréal, commonly known as UQAM, or University of Quebec in Montreal. UQAM is a French-speaking university located downtown Montreal, which is a bilingual city. It's officially French, like the province we're in, the province of Quebec, but lots of people do speak English in Montreal. UQAM has about 35,000 students at the moment. It is connected to the subway and walking distance to great neighborhoods like Old Montreal, Plateau Mont-Royal, Quartier des Spectacles. So it's a very lively neighborhood, and it's easy to get around by foot or by subway or bike as well, of course. All the major study programs we offer are in arts, communication, education, management, political science and law, sciences, and humanities. Next slide, please. Thank you. Among our notable study programs, there is, of course, the French as a second language programs, which are very popular amongst NSE students. We also have a few English taught business, economy, and management courses in our School of Management, which are given in English, and all other programs are given only in French. We are very known for arts and design at UQAM, but there are quotas for those programs, so you need to provide a portfolio. And of course, all the other study programs and all other faculty. Slide, please.
Looks like Melanie may be having a Wi-Fi issue. I'll present on this slide here, Marge.
Okay.
My name is David Holliday. I work for National Student Exchange.
Yeah, did you miss something?
Sorry, yeah, you were just cutting out on this slide.
So to take many of the courses there, students have to show proof of French competency. That's a minimum B2, except for those English taught courses and French as a second language. This is a home pay only campus.
Okay,
You would continue to pay your home campus tuition. And then there is a mandatory health insurance fee for all incoming students.
Mélanie, do you want to say something before I go on with Université de Montréal? I'm not sure if she's there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go on. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah. I work at Université de Montréal, which is...
No, but you can go.
Okay. Which is the other French-speaking university in Montreal. So I'm the mobility advisor there, and I know Melanie very well. So we have a little more than 4,000 students at Université de Montréal. We are obviously located in Montreal, so it's, as you might know, one of the world's best student cities. So just to give you a little bit more information about Montreal, it's a bilingual city, as Melanie said. It's a safe environment. The cost of living is affordable. It's a very friendly, diverse, and inclusive city. So it's a really nice city to live in. And our campus is located on Mont Royal, so it's on the mountain. We have, well, around like 40 buildings that are organized around the Roger Gaudry Tower and Hall that you can see in the middle of the picture. So it's a walkable campus, but for the campuses that are a little further, you can take the subway as well to get there. It's a very green campus, and it's close to downtown Montreal. So I'm ready for the next slide. Thank you. About our study programs. So we also have a French as a second language program. To get into this program, you will have to take an online French placement test. So it's very easy. It's online, and then you're gonna get your level and what courses are available to you, depending on your level. So it's a very popular program amongst NSE students. So you're welcome. And then we have many regular programs you can get in if you have a B2 level in French, proficiency level. So we have 13 faculties in school that offer more than 250 undergraduate programs. So you can choose from many different programs if you have if your level of French is good enough. So it's you can go in biology, chemistry, physics, all the science programs. We have a communication program, international studies program, psychology. You can choose, you can see on our website. So it's a very good way to study in French in a bilingual environment. And I think it can be reassuring for students to know that they will be able to talk with their peers in English or with the teachers here. I met with an NSE student not so long ago, and she was taking the program the minor in arts and sciences, which is a very good program if you have to take your general, you want to take some general education courses, you can take them in, not general, I'm sorry, it's in our Faculty of Arts and Sciences, so you can take many courses within our Faculty of Arts and Sciences, you can mix and match. She was studying in French with her B2 level of French, but she most of our teachers allowed her to take her exam in English, so it can be something you can do. Next slide, please. And then I just added a few pictures of Montreal and our campus here. So this is the tower, Roger Gaudry building and tower I was talking about during wintertime. So we get a lot of snow here. Also, the second picture is our new campus, the Mill campus, where all the courses in science are offered. So chemistry, biology, physics. And then there's a picture of our subway station called Université de Montréal. So you are directly on campus. So yeah, I hope that's it for me. And if you have any questions, I'll be around.
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay,
Mhm.
good, great. My name is Yuki. I'm here with my colleague Sarah, and we're both global education advisor from your international study abroad at University of Regina. And we're so excited to talk about our campus. And our campus is located in Regina, Saskatchewan, capital city of Saskatchewan. And the population is around 230,000 people, and not too big, and not too small, and affordable, and very safe, and good. And the student can experience a good small town living. And our city is also known as Queen City, and our campus is just a minute away from beautiful Wascana Lake, and students can enjoy walking around the lake all seasons. And we have about 3,000 international students every year, and you can join our rapidly growing international student population on campus. And next, Sarah can talk about the facilities, faculties open to exchange students.
Hi, everyone. So my name is Sarah, and we do have several faculties that are open to exchange students. There are a few that aren't, so that will be nursing and the Faculty of Social Work. However, the Faculty of Arts, Business Administration, which is a popular and a very good, well-known program here at the University of Regina. And then we also have Engineering and Applied Sciences, the Faculty of Media Arts and Performance, Education, La Cité, which is our French faculty, kinesiology, and the Faculty of Science. And you can really choose any courses in these faculties, even if you're, for example, a science student, but really are interested in taking an arts class. And you have room in your program to have an elective. You are free to do that. And we do work closely with you and our academic advisors to ensure that you have the prerequisites to ensure your success in the program, and also to ensure that you have the classes required for your program in your home institution. You can go to the next slide, please. So we do have housing on campus. So we have 6 residences with over 1,800 rooms. And whether you would want to be by yourself in a room alone, or you would like to share a space with roommates, there is plenty of options. If you do want to share a space with roommates, you of course would have your own room. However, you would share the common areas such as the kitchen, the living room, and the dining room with other students. And yes, you can definitely apply. We do assist with housing questions, but there is our housing office that assists with the actual applications themselves. And then additionally, if you have particular interests or talents, hobbies, We do have a lot of student societies on campus, and usually at the beginning of the semester, you will see they'll have tables set up in the halls, and you can approach them and maybe join one of the student societies. That way, you can get to know domestic, international students as well as maybe other exchange students. And then our office also has several activities throughout the semester, so you can get to know Regina campus, other exchange students, and maybe a little bit of the Regina, Saskatchewan culture. And you can go to the next slide. So there are a few things to do here. Regina is very small, and sometimes students think that it would be quite boring. However, there is a lot of great activities to do throughout the winter and summer months. For winter, we do have popular activities such as snowshoeing. You can do cross-country skiing on Wascana Lake. We do have a hill that is close by that you can do downhill skiing in. It's very small, but it's a hill. Saskatchewan is very flat. If you ever come here, you will find that. And then we also have for the summer months, kayaking, paddleboarding, cycling around Wascana Park, which is really just a few steps away from our campus. And then if you like more indoor activities, we have art galleries, museums, and we have our famous local farmers market that is available in the summer months outside. And then in the winter months, there is a farmers market inside that sells local produce and local art. Yeah, that's about it. But if you have any questions, I think we'll be able to answer those afterwards. Thank you so much.
So I guess it's my turn. Hi, everyone. My name is Vernelli, and I am the International Learning Programs Advisor in University of Calgary. Sorry if it's a little bit loud. So University of Calgary is one of the top-ranked research universities in Alberta, and we're the only ones who offer sports medicine or sports faculty, which is known as Faculty of Kinesiology. We're also known as the our top three programs is also like Schoolish School of Engineering, Haskins School of Business, and also kinesiology. So we're known of that. We're located in the dynamic city of Calgary. Our main campus spans over 200 hectares, and we feature world-class facilities, including Olympic Oval. We're the first, I think, one of the Olympic events had happened there. And also we do have one of the very big campus library, which is known as Taylor Family Digital Library. So some of the key information is already written on the slide. And if you want to know more about University of Calgary, it's also linked over there. And if you can go next to this for the next slide, please. There you go. So I wanted to emphasize three things about University of Calgary. Student experience studying here and also accommodation options, which is, I think, one of our most of our key assets when we do take incoming exchange students or outgoing on your side. So student experience, we do have over 300 student clubs over here in University of Calgary, and they're very diverse. They do offer like a lot of volunteer positions, internships that incoming exchange students can join. Um, Even though they're just, let's say they're just on an ETA or like they don't have a study permit, just for experience. So we do also have sports facilities that they can use. Most of our recreational facilities are includes like um, some of them are skating rinks. We do have the Olympic Oval. If they are interested in joining our Dyna's intramural sports too, they're free to do so. Um, we also value mental health. So we do have what we call You Flourish, where students can join for free. They can be able to navigate their stress, or they can find we. It's also offered like in a culture diverse setting, so they can also like mingle with other students, especially international students, where that came all over the parts of the globe. So second is studying in New Calgary. As I said, we are one of the top innovative research universities in Canada. So we do have most of our sponsors are most of the buildings that we have here are from or students who have been alumni students who have been who had designed the building or who had sponsored the building. So a lot of our alumni do that when they graduated. Um, Also, as I said, we do have also our campus is sustainable, very sustainable. We do have like 13 landscape sustainable buildings around the campus. So if we're having a campus tour here, we also do like a little fun facts for them so they would know that our buildings are comprises of this materials and that materials, just in case they're interested on taking, let's say, engineering or like any business courses. So accommodations, one of our I think our university only a university in Alberta that offers on and off campus advising. So as of now we know that residence is like living in Canada is a little bit difficult because of the expenses. I'm not gonna lie on that. We do offer for students that in case that the on-campus will be getting full, we do offer off-campus advising too, where we help students or guide them on finding campus housing or outside residence area. So only University of Calgary do that, as far as I know in Alberta. So if you can go to the next slide. Speaking of the academic programs, this is most of I should have included kinesiology since we're the only ones who are offering that. But so this is most of the academic programs that we do offer that I do recommend for students if they wanted to go for incoming exchange. If you go to the next slide. Similar to U of A, University of Alberta, we're near the Rockies, less than an hour more precisely, much nearer than them. We're near the six major ski resorts within 3 hours of the city. We also have a diverse culture. We do have most of the events that happen. We do have a lot of events that happen in Calgary. We do offer some newsletters that go around to incoming exchange student. Once they come here, they get notified if there are incoming events that's happening in Calgary, so they can get updated all the time. So if you want to know more about it, you can scan the QR code or you can feel free to reach out to me. So yeah, that's our university.
All right, so what we have done is we have breakout rooms specifically for each of the universities are participating in this session. Please do not leave this Zoom session right here. You'll just jump into each of the breakout rooms that you want to ask questions to each of the NSE coordinators that are on today, and you can go from breakout room to breakout room. So just make sure you don't leave this Zoom session. If you have any questions for NSE headquarters, David is also here too, if you have any other questions.
Thanks so much, Marge. Before I open up the breakout rooms, I did put a question in the chat. I'm wondering if anybody can talk about requirements for U.S. students to enter Canada. Aside having a passport, what else is required to go to Canada?
I can briefly kind of mention the information we have. So in the past, students like in general, students studying under 6 months can enter with no visa and can study without a study permit. And our institution right now in particular is only accepting students for 1 semester. We may change that. However, so most of our students, especially U.S. citizens, can enter with just their passport and don't require that study permit. If there are different passports the students may be holding and they want to come in with those, we'd have to advise on a case-by-case basis. But usually it's pretty easy, and we advise the students to just carry additional documents in case they are asked at the port of entry. So, for example, the letter of acceptance, so they can prove that they are coming as an exchange student. Maybe their accommodations, their confirmation of accommodations. It's not always asked at the port of entry, but every once in a while we get one student saying that they had that question and they had to present those documents. But overall, I can provide a link to the IRCC website, and there is information on that, so I can provide that on the chat.
I'm going to jump in too, David. Um, unless any of my Canadian colleagues have a special federally designated license, we can't really dive too deep into advising, and especially if students start asking specific questions. For example, I don't have that license, but on behalf of the University of Alberta, I can say that we do have a team of licensed colleagues who can answer questions about Canadian immigration requirements, and they do often work with incoming exchange students, and perhaps that would be the same at the other Canadian institutions participating. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out.
I just want to jump in on that too. Similar to University of Alberta coordinator, we do have a licensed professional too, a team. We call it International Student Services that we do refer it because most likely we don't want to lead them to wrong information. So we wanted to give them as much as accurate as possible, especially this involves immigration. So because we're not trained of that, we don't touch that. So in case that we like there's questions regarding immigration applications, or let's say working while studying in that less than span of 6 months, then we do copy them on that email and then we do refer them to that email because they do take prospective students as well for advising. So it's much better to do it that way.
Wonderful, thanks. And Tegan chimed in the chat. My NSE advisor said she'd help me, so you might ask your NSE advisor too. So yes, if you're a U.S. student, be sure you're working with your NSE coordinator, as they will have more information about doing NSE in general, but also your campus might have specific requirements for going abroad, going to Canada. That is the case for many of us in the U.S. So thanks so much. I'm going to open the breakout rooms. And I will hang out here if anybody wants to chat. You should be able to move yourself into your breakout room of choice. Let me know if you can't move yourself, and I'm able to do that on your behalf. Thanks so much for being here.